Hi, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins, and today in this video what I want to show you guys is how I like to cook marinated shrimp cocktail on the smoker. And you can do whatever you want with this shrimp. I like to serve it up as an appetizer with cocktail sauce, but you could do a whole bunch of different things with this shrimp. You can put it on pizza, you can serve it up over pasta, you can make it part of a surf and turf dish, however you'd like. But in this video, I'm going to show you how I like to cook it on some skewers and then serve it up with some homemade cocktail sauce. Let's get to grilling.
So here I have this Grill Mates Island Wood Fire Grill Marinade Mix by McCormick Spice. And this is going to go right on top of our shrimp. Now, little word to the wise here. The only thing that I don't do is, see where it says 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar or white vinegar? I don't do that. I do the oil, I do the water, and I do the marinade. The vinegar, I don't know why they put that there. It makes no sense to me. Maybe some people like it that way, but definitely not me, and definitely not on shrimp. So I would ignore this if I were you. Obviously, feel free to use whatever type of marinade that you like, but these really don't break the bank at all. You're looking at pennies, and it gives us some really good flavor. So here I have a Ziploc bag, and it's full of raw shrimp. Now, they've been peeled, they've been deveined, but the tails, as you might be able to see, are still on. And I'm gonna leave those on for this. I wanna be able to hold these by the tail, bite into the shrimp, and yank the rest of the shrimp meat right out of that tail. Just gotta squeeze the tail a little bit when you do that. And we're gonna be serving these up with some homemade cocktail sauce. These shrimp are still a little bit frosty, and that's fine. The marinade will solve that, and we're gonna marinate these overnight. So what I did here was add the marinade seasoning packet to 2 tablespoons of water and a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And I added that to my bag of shrimp. And what you want to do is you want to squeeze out as much air as you can, and then just mix everything around, give it a good shake. You want to make sure that that marinade gets all over these shrimp. And what we're going to do, once we give it a good shake and mix around, is we're going to throw this right back in the fridge. We're going to let it sit overnight.
So after your shrimp comes out of the marinade, what I like to do is I like to put them on skewers. It just makes it easier putting them on the grill and then taking them off the grill. Now it's time to fire up the smoker.
Okay, so we got our Traeger closing in on 300 degrees. And for pellets, you might wonder what these little black pellets in here are. Well, Royal Oak makes a charcoal pellet, and I use about a 1/3 to 2/3 mix of these charcoal pellets here, about 1/3 of these, to 2/3 wood pellets. And this particular wood pellet is the Traeger Meat Church blend. Wow, I need to scrape this tray. This will be the last cook before I scrape this tray off. Anyway, before we put our shrimp down, we want to hit our grates with a little bit of cooking spray. Keep the shrimp from sticking, and that ought to do it. Okay, we're going to lay these skewers right down. We're going to keep a close eye on these. These really won't take very long to cook at all. Once again, we're running right at 300 degrees. Not going to take very long before these shrimp are done. Just a few minutes on each side. Okay, so just after a few minutes, you can see how these shrimp are already starting to turn pink. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give these a flip. Get them cooked on the other side. Make sure they're cooked all the way through. That's paramount with seafood. We'll give them another couple minutes. We'll come back and check on them. Most likely they'll be done. It'll be time to get these bad boys into some cocktail sauce. Okay, it's been a few minutes. These shrimp are looking absolutely beautiful. It's time to pull them off, let them cool down a little bit, and get them in some cocktail sauce.
Okay guys, here we are. Real simple recipe. Shrimp smoked on the grill. We used our McCormick's Island Wood Fire Marinade. We just followed the instructions per the back of the package. The only thing we did not use was the vinegar part of that recipe. I've tried it before and it's an absolute failure. Maybe some people like it like that, but I certainly do not like vinegar in my marinade when I'm cooking shrimp. Every single packet that I've ever used by them, by the way, calls for that vinegar. I ignore that. Anyway, marinated overnight. We tried our best to leave the tails on so we could eat these like cocktail shrimp. Not the end of the world if they fall off in the marinade, that's fine. You can make this your own. You could put it on pizza, you could do a shrimp scampi with it, whatever you'd like. Got them on skewers, put them on the Traeger running right at 300. We're using a combination of the Royal Oak charcoal pellets and the Traeger Meat Church wood pellets blend. And a couple minutes. Literally about 3-4 minutes aside, and these shrimp were done. It's very, very awesome. Really, really, really easy appetizer to make. Good finger food. And now, without further ado, I'm going in. I'm gonna take this big one on the very end of the skewer. That one's got my name on it. They've cooled down a little bit, so I know I'm not gonna burn my mouth. This is some homemade cocktail sauce that my brother made. I'm gonna get the recipe from him and I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you guys. Let's get some cocktail sauce here. Okay, here we go. Island wood fire cocktail shrimp. Oh my God. Smoky, savory, you know, a little sweet, get a little sweetness. The cocktail sauce, perfect blend of heat. Honestly, guys, there's not much more to say about this. Shrimp's nice and juicy, takes on great smoke flavor. Get a little bit of char on there because you run the smoker a little bit hotter than the low and slow, like 225, 250. We're right at 300, so you get a little char flavor right on that shrimp. The Island wood fire marinade just gives it a great flavor. It reminds you of summertime. It's perfect for these cold winter days. It doesn't take very long. You're not spending a lot of time outside next to your grill. Cooks in minutes. Very easy to make. Great finger food, great appetizer. Once again, like I said earlier, some of you guys might have seen it on Instagram. This is going to be the first of many videos in a series that's going to be about pub food. Comfort food for the colder months that doesn't take a lot of time to knock together. Some recipes will be a little bit more elaborate than others, but at the end of the day, what you want is you want good food on a cold day, and that's what this series is going to be about. I'm going in for this little guy here. Gotta make sure I save some for the rest of my family. Otherwise, I will not be around to make the pub food series. Telling you, use whatever cocktail sauce you like, but homemade is the way to go. It really is. So I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna enjoy this with my family. And guys, if you like what you see here, if you like what we're doing on this channel, give us a subscribe. Check us out on social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. Leave your comments in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time.